Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. I'm your friendly neighborhood community manager, Carol. You might have seen me on some other streams, but we're here for Accelerator. Before I get started, I want to introduce a very special person. There. Welcome,
Hello.
friend. How are you
Hi,
today?
everyone. I'm super excited. This is my first time ever on live.
That's
Uh,
true.
I'm really excited to be here. And especially, I'm so happy and excited to talk about Accelerator, the highlights, all the special things. Low-key a little bit sad because it's over.
I
But today we're
know.
here to celebrate. It's going to be a huge day for all of us. We have as well open house coming up, but later we're going to talk about it. So yeah, I'm really happy. How are you, Carol? How's your day going?
I'm doing really well. For those who don't know, we're actually tuning in from Japan. We've been doing a little bit of an Asia tour for our awesome APAC creators. And I think so far, I don't know, what do you like better, Korea or Japan?
I would love to see in the chat if people have been in Korea or Japan, if they can give us their thoughts. But so far, both countries, they're just mind blowing. I would move here. Should we move?
We should move here. Let's find a reason to stay here at least for a year. I will say the Korea's pastry game is, I think it's a little bit better than Japan's pastry game. So, anyways, don't come for me, all the people in chat right now. But that's my controversial take for this time.
I agree.
All right, so let's get started because we have a lot of people to congratulate, a lot of people to celebrate. So, for those who are just tuning in, Accelerator was a program that we ran for the last 6 weeks for a select few creators. And this is the first time that we're going to be showcasing them to all of you to talk about all the great things they did. But for those who don't know, maybe Fran, you can explain what was the Accelerator program exactly and how many people participated in it.
Sure. So the Accelerator program was an upskilling program for our creator community. And we did different types of sessions during a course of 6 different weeks. And we were not only teaching just technical stuff and how to create an effect, the basics about makeup effects, interactive effects, but as well we shared more details about how to find inspiration, what can be your source of inspiration when creating your next effect. And as well, we share more about how to create content with your effects, how to promote your effects. So it's everything that you need in a little package in a course of 6 weeks that we share with, I believe, more than 150 participants
Mm-hmm.
that they were coming from 10 different countries. So definitely a really exciting program. I hope everyone watching, our participants are here, and I hope they enjoyed it too. But it has been like a really rewarding program, not only for them, but as well for us, because we loved hanging out with all of them. And the cool stuff as well is that there were some rewards that we're going to go through them later on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, really exciting program. So much fun for everyone in the room.
Yeah, I hope the chat is popping off. I see a lot of people in there. Oh my gosh, the chat is very busy. We had a lot of creators. For those who don't know, the requirement was that you have to be a gold badge level creator. We wanted to upskill some of you, but we also included some of our ambassadors and our platinum creators in there just so that you can learn from each other and get inspired. And I think it really worked. This is really, it's been a really great program. But should we get started?
Yes, let's
All
go.
right, let's take it over to showcase our creators.
Let's go
Ba-ba-da!
inside.
Closing ceremony.
Yes. So as we were saying, it was a 6 weeks program with 6 different sessions where we're teaching so many insightful things, including a review session where all the submissions that these participants submitted throughout these 6 weeks were reviewed live by some of our technical team, some special guests. So it was a really fun 6 weeks. And as we said, more than 150 participants, and they were coming from plus 10 different countries. So definitely a really cool and global program. And these are some of the highlights of the effects that were submitted. Carol, we received so many effects submitted and inspired by all the content that we share with them. It's impossible to pick a favorite, right?
I could not, but there are definitely some like really awesome standouts that we'll mention as the stream goes on because I really feel like all of you went above and beyond. I started to see like an inkling of what the future of TikTok Effect House would look like, and that got me really excited.
Yes. Here on screen, we can see so many effects that were created for this program, like Chantel's. By the way, we tried all these effects. Carol, myself, Celine, and Vanessa that are in the chat too. Everyone in the team tried all these effects, and they were so much fun. Chantel ones that we see here in the middle of the screen about guessing a Christmas song. It's like an evergreen effect about guessing a song, guessing something with emojis, but it was so much fun because she used so smartly the emojis to try to guess a song. Um, and I must say, the one on the corner that we see from Eddie 3D, the moody one, really challenging. I never get to get one of the reactions, so I really need to try more than once. I have so many drafts of that effect because I really want to beat my score. But yes, such cool effects they were created.
Awesome.
Here we have a few more where we can see Max, Studio Sam.
We
Really
actually
cool
did
makeup
this Truth or
effects.
Dare one in the office just to break up some of our working sessions. The answers were revealing, to say the least.
Yeah, maybe we should post it. I think we should post that video.
Let's think about that decision before we do that.
Cool. Here we have more effects from Noodle X. Karma is my dog. Karma is my dog did a really cool makeup inspired on different lattes, inspired by Starbucks lattes as well, which is the one that we see in the center of the screen. I definitely want to recreate some of those makeups because they look so good on that effect.
Yes. Should we do that while we're here? We
Oh
should
my
do a
God.
little makeup haul in a Japanese
Yes.
store and then try to recreate some of these makeup. What do you guys think
Yeah.
about that?
Cool. Okay. Here it is. Carol, what's happening now?
So, as you know, as a little bit of a fun thing, we wanted to reward some of the Accelerator members who joined. So, anyone who participated, any of the effects that you submitted were up for awards. And that meant that you got a nice little payout just as a thank you for joining and so that we can highlight you for participating.
Exactly. This was a program about teachings and learnings and making sure that we're giving you all the insights. But as well, we wanted to make it a little bit fun and incentivize everyone creating effects, making sure that you get any sort of reward by just participating in this program. So we have 4 different categories: best interactive effect, best makeup effect. These two were based on our technical sessions. Best of best effect, which goes to the best effect, even though all of them are super, super top. And lastly, best video. So let's start. Let's do it. Let's go with the first one. Best interactive effect.
Best interactive effect. So, what were the criteria for winning best interactive effect?
So best interactive, we were teaching different types for Chinju, and Celine were sharing some insights of how to make your effect interactive and appealing, making sure that you were adding different notes, different interaction materials to keep it exciting for the audience, but as well not overcomplicating things. So that was part of the criteria, and as well we were expecting something creative, something that perhaps we never seen before, or something that was done differently. So this was part of the criteria for this award. And let's see who won. Drum roll.
And the winner is Haley! Yay! Congratulations, Haley!
Congrats.
All right. So for those who have never seen the effect, maybe we can play a little bit
Yeah,
of it.
let's play it.
Yeah. All
It's
right.
such a challenging effect. The amount of times I tried. And I must say, I used to play this game in the mobile version in the past. I thought I was quite good, but I realized I'm not that good anymore.
I think this is a great effect, and why? Just want to make clear there were way too many great effects submitted for this category. We fought each other yell at each other. We're pointing across the table at who should be winning. But the reason we picked this one was because the accelerator was really about embodying like a learning process. This isn't just about achieving like only virality, which by the way, Haley has, but it was also about who's going to be able to take all of our key learnings and really apply and be successful on the platform. And the great thing about Haley is not only did she make this effect and use all of our tips, which was like, having a great prompt for people, making it really simple, having a UI that people understood immediately, harkening back to a game that people really recognize. So it has some nostalgia, I think. But also, she actually already tried making this game a long time ago, and she decided to revamp it. And to me, that really goes to show that you can iterate on an idea that you had so long ago and it could be successful on TikTok today. And I think that's really, for me, what was great and really a representation of this program. So Haley, you totally deserve winning for best interactive effect.
Definitely. The chat is actually going wild, everyone, with the congrats emojis. So congrats, Haley. It's such an amazing effect. And we saw as well that you did a iteration of this effect with a 3D version of the piano tile stab. So really, really cool effect, super challenging. The video demo as well is really fun. And we cannot wait to see maybe other versions. What about a guitar one? That would be
Mm-hmm.
fun. Cool. Congrats, Haley. As Carol said, it was impossible almost to choose a winner because there were so many cool effects. So we wanted to showcase some honorable mentions.
Mm-hmm.
So we can as well share with everyone watching some of the cool effects that were released and submitted during this program. So the first one is from Studio Sam. Maybe I'm too old and some people don't get the reference, but it's from a really, really popular iPod advert. Let's watch it. I must say, I tried this effect multiple times. The physics of the iPod is just like it's so smooth, it's bouncing perfectly, and it really resembles the actual advert that was super popular back in the day. Nostalgia is a huge thing on TikTok too. We are seeing so many comebacks from all things. So definitely Studio Sam was really smart by submitting this effect, and he added so many interactions throughout the effect. You can tap
Mm-hmm.
and you can change the background color, or you can appear on four squares. The iPod still bouncing every time you move and dance. And the one appearing in this video is actually Studio Sam, and he has amazing
He has
dances.
some skills.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Yeah. We also really think that Studio Sam is someone who can have a really great future on TikTok, and is new to the ecosystem or just coming back to the ecosystem. And we really wanted to point out that we think you have some amazing skills that this particular community will love you for. So we hope you keep making effects and that they'll be really successful in the future.
Definitely. So yeah, really good job there. Next up, we have Dean with the PS1 challenge. And again, another nostalgia effect where we can see on screen PS1, perhaps as well. We're a little bit too old here, and someone didn't play this console. But the interactivity of trying to place the CD into the console is just so. Every time it clicks, it's like, oh,
It's
so
very
nice.
satisfying.
It's very satisfying. That's the word, Carol. Yeah, very
Yeah.
satisfying.
I also think this is one of those effects that that hits on something that TikTok love is if you know, you know kind of situation. And there's a lot of little things there, like the little spirals case, and I've gotten many blisters because of that controller. So I really appreciate that this was created, and people obviously really loved it too because it did really well.
Definitely. And Dean is really good at these sort of mini games. Please check him out. And as well, his thumbnails are super accurate and super well done. So if you're trying to nail your effect icon game, check out Dean.
Yes.
And lastly, Joe Suchan, let's play it. This is adorable. I think he really got inspired by his best buddy, his dog. And it's just a super simple UI with 40 different buttons, and every time you click the button, a sound triggers that is triggering your actual dog. And it's tapping into hashtag dog talk, which is a huge community on TikTok.
Mhm.
And yeah, even though it looks super simple, it's just a really way to tap into a new community, tap into the dog community. So yeah, really fun, and the video demo is adorable too.
Yeah, I think for sure, like dog talk is definitely a huge community. But this particular activity of playing sounds for your dog is something that I've done so many times. I can't even count. I can like think 10 years back and still sitting on YouTube playing doorbells just to record cute content for my dog. And now it's so easy. I can just like pick up my phone and film great content for TikTok super easily. So I hope this really catches on.
Yes, please. Yes. Cool. Okay.
Thank
Next
you.
category, best makeup effect. Okay, what was the criteria here, Carl?
We wanted to make sure that you were using all of the key learnings that Celine and Chinyu taught you. So you should be using face mesh. You should be trying to line up all of the makeup properly. We were hoping you were going to be inspired by current makeup gurus and trends that were happening on TikTok and other spaces as well, and that we were leveraging it to try something a little bit interactive as well, right?
Definitely, yes. It was a really tough category because there were so many cool effects, and as well, so many first effects. So many of the creators that were part of
Yes.
this program, they were like more like interactive gaming effects, and they actually created their first makeup effect ever. And I can see some makeup gurus in the room.
I'm really surprised at the number of people who submitted to this category. Of course, we have some like heavy hitters, veterans that like submitted. There are
Yes.
some excellent, very viral makeup effect creators that submitted to this. So you actually had like some pretty hefty competition in order to like win this category. But I was so shocked. But I shouldn't at the number of men for the first time who started making makeup effects, and I couldn't be happier at seeing that.
Yes, some of them got some help from the little daughters at home. We will see an example later on, which is great. Which is great that you're getting inspiration and help from other people to create your first
That's
makeup effect.
that's dedication to your research, and I appreciate that.
Definitely. Okay, let's go. And the best makeup effect goes to Damon Cho with Uncanny Valley. Congrats!
Yay!
You might
I'm
be.
freaked out looking at this right now.
I must say that when we were reviewing these effects, I was low-key scared at the beginning.
Yeah,
I had
I
to
think there was
pause
a
for a
video of
second.
me where we were all talking about it, and I always had my hand up just to hide the screen while everyone was talking.
Yeah.
I was like, this is gonna give me nightmares. I can't keep looking at this. The accelerator has given me many nightmares. All of
Yeah,
you were very spooky during this time.
we received all those spooky effects. That's true. Something really cool about this effect is perhaps not the beauty glam field effect that you perhaps expected for this category, but
Mhm.
it's actually tapping into a way different niche, a way different community. Is getting inspired by the Uncanny Valley aesthetics, by as well the a few movies and series that were released at that time. So that's what we as well loved about this effect. And the shading, how the face mask has been created, it's just stunning. It's a really, really good job, and it does the work. It's scary.
Yeah, it's really technically, it looks really good. When you're actually using the effect, it's actually really well done. Seems really simple, but everything moves properly. The way that it sits on your face works across multiple faces and everything. But what's really great is that, and why we chose this particular one is because it tapped into an entire trend that was happening on TikTok. Not just a trend, but a trend that was used across multiple different subgroups. So the makeup people started making effect makeup looks based on these effects, and vice versa. People started, the video creators who are more long form content started making content around this, and then now people were using it casually to build their own stories. And really, that's what you want effects to do. I think it's really awesome too that we have these great makeup creators who every day their makeup is being used by billions of views of videos every single day, because it helps them look great on when they're creating their content. But this one actually created stories that you can share with your viewers, and it thrived and it like fed each other. So this is not a trend that I see going away anytime soon, because it just can keep morphing into more and more like a niche that's specific to TikTok. People are writing articles about this, just so you know. So yeah, that's
Literally,
the
they are
impact.
writing. Yeah, they were reading some of the articles. It's insane, and yeah, it helps enhance the storytelling, and that's the magic of FX too, and that's the magic of you guys being FX house creators and AR creators. You help other content creators on the platform to enhance the storytelling and do things that perhaps they wouldn't be able to do because they don't have the magic of AR and the magic of effects. And something really great as well Damon did for this effect is the video demo that you can see on screen. He first starts with the inspiration, which is like a makeup that a makeup artist did. Then he shows a little bit the process of how he did the shading on the face mask. And then he shows a way to apply that effect or like a small example of how can you use that effect. So it's like a triple threat video demo. It's really well done and really spooky.
Congrats, Damon.
Congrats, Simon. Okay, and as it happened with the interactive effects, we cannot just obviously he's the winner of this category, but we need to highlight as well a few more. So these are the honorable mentions. Starting
Yay!
off with J. Bizarre Julian with this Devilish FL Let's Play It. It's just mind blowing. Like the segmentation, the shading, the colors. It's giving Doja Cat, Demon vibes. I don't know. It was mind blowing. I think it's one of the first ish effects that Julian, who is an extremely technical ambassador and effect house creator, did. And it's just really cool, really mind blowing, right?
Yes, I like that, a lot of you really pushed what we meant by makeup effect. So that's cool.
Yeah, definitely. This is a different take, but it's a valid take. It's so much fun, and it's doing well. It has over 10,000 video publishes already, and it was created a matter of a few weeks ago. So really good job there, and congrats.
Congrats.
Uh, Next up, we have Michael, also known as Really Good Brothers, and I think this is one of Carol's favorite.
This is I'm not saying it's my favorite, but I definitely used it the most. I think this is touching on the tiny face trend, which again, similar to the Damon Cho one, there were a lot of makeup artists who were trying to recreate this look, and it was a really fun thing to do. We were deep in COVID, so we had a lot of time on our hands to paint tiny little noses on our faces. So it was something that we did, and I think it's so funny that like it's having a resurgence as a trend as well. So 2 years ago, it was really, really popular based on the fact that I had a video about it doing the exact same thing. So it was kind of funny to see it pop up again. And I kind of like that. And that's the great thing about TikTok is that, again, it's not, chronological. There's no,
Mhm.
when you're creating effects, trends come back all the time. Effects go
Yep.
viral all the time, like over at any point. So I think this is a really cool one to highlight.
Yes, Tiny Face, I see it come back every year, and I love as well that Michael added as well the cat option. So for all the cat lovers, you can apply this little barrette and this little scarf to your little pet. So thank you so much and congrats. And lastly, we have Stephen Wolp with
Mm-hmm.
this really cool makeup effect, but it's not just a makeup effect. He added interactivity because Steven is known by all his interactive effects. So he adds this slider so you can do like a before and after, but as well you have the option as you can see on screen to customize your own effect and your own makeup. Adding all those sounds that he always adds on his effects. It's just a really satisfying effect too. Like the slider thing, he got me there. He got me there.
Yeah, I don't know what you do in your personal time or your 9 to 5 job, Stephen, but you are clearly someone who understands really good user experience, and it shows in your effects. And I also think that it's really good to see creators using their strengths to make effects. And in this case, you really put a lot of effort into making something that's different for the makeup community and beauty community. So I really applaud that something like this is being created, and I can see many iterations to come. So I really hope this is not your only one, and that you continue making stuff. And maybe you can team up with some other makeup creators to really like
Oh my
hone in
god.
on making this an excellent effect.
Yes, I can definitely see a collab here. So yeah, congrats, Stevens. Thank you so much for submitting this effect. It's so cool.
Yay! Congrats, everyone.
Okay, next up, best of best effect. What did we have into consideration to choose this effect, Carol?
Many things. We wanted to make sure that you took everything that you learned in our sessions. So we were taught a lot about a great user experience. We talked a lot about how to engage your audience so that it could have the best reach, all the technical interactive elements, and also putting into consideration whatever trends and niche kind of content that was happening on TikTok.
Yes, it was like a full package sort of situation. It was just about it was about the effect, obviously, but as well how the experience was and as well how you promoted your effect. So let's see who wins drum roll.
Brrr.
Hey, gloves they are with Guess the Safe OG. Many of you, just by seeing the effect, you can sort of tell what this game is about. But as well, if you've never heard of the IP of Fortnite before, it's a really fun game to play. Uh, Gloves is really well known by all his interactive effects and all the gaming effects, and he did literally the same thing here, but took it to the next level. If you haven't played ever this game, basically you need to make sure that you are staying always in the safe zone. So here you need to guess where the safe zone is, and he really in a really smart way implemented all the sounds, the map, but without even adding the logo or the Fortnite logo there. But you can already tell that it's inspired by that. It's so fun, so challenging, and he created different iterations of a video to promote this effect in different languages too, because he's a Brazilian creator, but he as well did
Mhm.
a demo in English, like it's this one that we can see on screen. And he even updated this effect with the comments that we suggested him by adding a little picture on the top so everyone could see themselves trying to save themselves and stay on the safe zone. So a really, really fun effect.
Yeah, I think it's really great. Like as you've seen, we've done a lot of challenges with really great IPs, actually gaming IPs like Genshin Impact and Exploding Kittens and Minecraft. And the goal isn't to recreate those games in any capacity on your phone. It's to find a way for fans of those games to enjoy something that like harkens back to the things that they love about those games, or do an homage, or like showcase their fandom, right? So I think this effect, we chose this because one, it tapped into a really large community that's very active on TikTok, had a fun, novel way of getting people to interact with it. So even if you didn't know this particular IP, you would also want to try it out. And the fact that it used new techniques that we haven't seen yet for this. In the interactive category, which is really booming. So we're happy to see new people innovate in this space.
Definitely. And we can as well see so many iterations of these sort of effects. So congrats there. I can see on the chat that there's a lot of Brazilian creators watching us, dropping the Brazilian flags to support Clubs They Are. So congrats for winning this. And let's move on to the next category. Best video demo. Okay. Promoting your
Mhm.
effect can be sort of key, right? Like by submitting the effect, you've done step one, which is already a huge step, submitting your effect. But then we always suggest everyone to at least create a video demo, not only because it's attributed on your effect page and you will appear pinned on the top so everyone can see that video, but as well to give some context to other users about what's the effect about, how to use it, maybe hiding some Easter eggs there to people excited. And as well, it's a great way to showcase your personal brand, right?
Mhm.
So for video demo, we had into consideration all of these things: edition, how it was shot, how you introduce yourself. We reviewed so many video demos using the hashtag Effect House Accelerator, and the winner is
Brrr.
Ed in 3D with the Corgi
Yay!
Run video demo. What do you think about this video demo?
Oh my gosh, This is a crazy video, but this is also a crazy effect. And honestly, so for those who don't know, Eddie in 3D is one of our ambassadors, very talented ambassadors. He's known for, as you can see, making like stunning effects and has really great modeling skills and great storytelling as well. But I think the main reason this one is because it really is inspired by so many things, hits nostalgia, but the video is really great at showcasing everything that Eddie does well. If there was a great ad for what Eddie does on TikTok, this video is it.
Definitely. Every time I see as well a video of Eddie with the little mic, I'm like, something good is coming. um, and as Carol said, it's like he's showing you the inspiration behind the effect, how he creates different scenarios with AI, how he builds the actual Corgan 3D, briefly goes through a little technical aspects of this extremely complex effect, but it doesn't make it super overwhelming, but you still can see a little bit of some tips there. And then lastly, you can see Eddie actually using the effect and seeing the final result. It's super sharp, super fun to watch. The music used is as well super fun. So it's overall a really great video demo. And this is one type of video demos. Like there can be
Yeah.
multiple types of video demo. Like for example, the one that we just saw from Close AR for the Guess the Map OG. That was more like a showcase of him challenging himself and showing different ways to use the effect. So there's different ways to do this, but it's true that Ed is always nailing this and giving his 100 on all the video demos.
Yeah, we want to showcase that there's obviously based on you've seen all the winners and everyone did really different types of effects, showcase their effects in totally different ways. This is what we think is like a really great technical long form content. This is like a real great perfect, I think, video that I think would perform really well, not only on our platform, but at other platforms. But we're saying there's only one way you have to do it. Some of you don't even make any videos to showcase your effects, and you also do really well.
Yeah.
And we are saying that it can be the whole gamut, totally on what you want to do. I think that's the great thing, and what I want to highlight here, and why we brought all of you from such different walks of life to be able to join us is like you can be really technically proficient like Eddie and able to edit these great showcase videos, but you can be someone who's just a student and you just want to have fun and you just want to make a silly video sitting in your bed and that's totally cool too, and that will also perform really well. So at the end of
Exactly.
the day, your follower count, your technical skills has nothing to do with how well you perform on this platform, and we hope that what you take away from this is that you just got to make something.
Definitely. And there was something really key that Carol was saying, that is having fun. And I think that when we see the video demos or video promotions from Eddie, you can generally see him really excited about his effects. So just showcasing that excitement or showcasing that what you're doing, you're happy doing, and it's true to you, it's already a great thing to do. And it already translates, and everyone seeing that video or using that effect can tell that this effect was made from a place of fun, joy, and enjoyment. So definitely have fun creating effects and creating videos, because people will tell. Cool. Let's move on now to the next segment. Certificates.
All
Oh,
right. All of you who are here are winners in our hearts. And I hope you think you're a winner because you're walking away with all the things you need to now be successful on this platform. So we're going to make this session super quick. We're going to talk about every single person that participated and is getting a certificate.
yes. And just as a reminder here, so in order to get our certificate, you should have joined the 5 sessions and as well submitted your effects. It can be that perhaps we miss someone here. So if you're watching and you're like, Carol Fran, where am I? I'm not here. Make sure that you message us on Discord or to your community manager, and we will look into it to make sure that you get your certificate. But yeah, let's see the highlights and let's see all these certificates. Let's start with the first one. Soraya. Okay. Soraya, it's first of all, congrats for completing Accelerator. Is a Brazilian
Yay.
creator. She's quite new to effects actually, but she is really good at makeup effects, especially getting inspired by pop culture icons, like the demo that we can see now on screen that is inspired by Anita, really popular Brazilian pop singer, and as well
Hmm.
really big on TikTok too.
Yes.
So really smart to try to leverage your effects by getting inspired by pop idols, our Brazilian pop idols. So congrats for the certificate.
Congrats.
Next up,
Gabby Preset, congratulations for completing the Accelerator Program. Yay.
yes, another Brazilian creator in the room, and similar to Soraya, quite new to Effect House, but uh, has been creating her own sort of community really fast on TikTok. And she's already creating all these amazing tutorials for everyone to learn. So we love to see that even though you recently started on Effect House, you're already sharing all your knowledge with the community. And she created really fun effects too. So congrats, Gabby, for the certificate. You really deserve it.
Congrats.
Next up.
And Zeno, congratulations for finishing the Accelerator Program.
Yes, MZ is an Indonesian creator, and something that I love, and that's something that he shares as well in his FAQ story, is that he's inspired by Kamen Rider, which I believe, I might be wrong, it's a sort of a series from a superhero. So all his effects have different types of helmets, recreating a different superhero or a different big person from Kamen Rider. So it's really cool to see all these people recreated on his effects.
Congratulations.
Congrats. Next up, World of
World of
Jumps.
Jobs. Congrats.
World of Jumps is one of our ambassadors, a Filipino creator,
Mhm.
and he tends to lean quite often into local trends. So he's becoming sort of a thought leader in his region, which is really cool to see. And technically, he has improved so much throughout, and
Mhm.
not only during Accelerator, but in the last few months. And he's trying out different interactive features, which we love to see that you're pushing your boundaries when creating effects. But his tier list effects are perfect and different with different themes. So make sure you check him out because I'm sure there's going to be an effect for you there.
Yeah, and we would love to see that World of Joms is like leveraging all of his relationships with local video creators. So if some of you have a really tight knit a regional team or local creators, definitely feature them.
Definitely. Okay, next up on screen we have the Jan 11, another Filipino creator.
Congrats!
Congrats. He is leveraging a lot of seasonal effects. Apart from the Grinch one that you see now on screen, which is really fun to use, by the way, he made other 5 Christmas effects in the last few weeks. So it's really cool to see that he's tapping into seasonal because now, obviously, the holidays are coming. So everyone is looking for inspiration of fun effects to use during these weeks. And as well as he leans into local. So he's always tapping into his local community, which is really cool to do. We can always aim for global to make sure that we are being discovered by as many people as possible. But as well, it's a really, really cool and nice thing to do to try to tap into local because no one knows more your region or your culture than
Mhm.
your own self. So really good job there.
Congrats!
Okay, next up, Gigi Torat. Congrats for getting the
Congrats!
certificate. She's a Malaysian creator. She usually creates beauty effects, which are stunning, by the way. But she has recently been trying new types of effects, using new features, implementing new things, like, for example, the video demo that we have here, where he got this little butterfly for his face effect. So, really cool to see that you are tapping into another verticals, not just makeup, but keep doing what you're doing because you're doing such an excellent job. So, congrats on the certificate.
Congratulations.
Amazing. Next up, the Uncle Chan. Congrats for the certificate.
I really like the Uncle Chan, and this is one of the few creators here who is a creator who does a lot of content on multiple verticals. And but what I mean is that he also does educational content, he does finance advice, and now he's also making effects. So he has a whole audience that he's pulling from to make cross-functional kind of content, which is kind of
Yes.
cool.
Yes, the Uncle Chen is from Singapore, and he is really good as well. As you said, he's a like a professional content creator, sharing so many different things. But he's really good as well at showcasing his effects, mainly because he has this content creation skills. So make sure you check him out. In the video demo that we have here, is he sharing three different Christmas effects that you can use during the holiday season. So really cool way of showcasing effects on a different way. So congrats, the Uncle Chan, for the
Congrats!
certificate. Okay, next one. Tia, look for you. Congrats for the certificate.
Yay! Congrats!
As well, a creator from Singapore. And his signature is 3D effects. We can see it on as well the video demo that we see on screen, which was created during the Accelerator program, which is the target me and cat effect. And he's now as well adding a lot of interactivity into his effects. For example, on this one, when you tap on your face, you get one of the darts hitting you in the face with gun activated on your face mask. So really cool to see that you are trying out new things and that you keep doing what you do best as well. Your 3D assets, 3D modeling. So congrats. And the video demos are as well really, really fun to watch. So make sure you
Yeah.
check him out.
They're really funny. I feel like this is a very, very like you're a great regional creator. Like there's a lot of references. I'm like, I don't know what this is, but it's really funny.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Let's move to the next one. Wandetri, congrats for your certificate.
Yay.
An ambassador, an Indonesian creator, and he's one of the animation gurus on Effect House. As we can see on this effect on screen, all the transitions and all the movements are so satisfying and so smooth. So it's great to see, even though you are a super huge technical and as well top creator on the platform, that you participated into this program, not only to try to upskill yourself even more, but as well to inspire other creators globally and in the community. So thank you so much for participating.
Thank you and congratulations.
Cool. Next up, more pixels. Congrats for the certificate. Another Singaporean creator. And during the accelerator, Carol, we saw so many dreamy makeup effects for
Hmm.
them, right?
Yes, I'm really happy to see that like people are bringing more of an artsy aesthetic vibe to TikTok. I think up until now we focused more on entertainment and kind of like more standard beauty effects that you can use on your videos. But it's nice to see that the artists are now like hitting TikTok.
Yes, definitely. And he did actually different iterations on this makeup effect that we see on screen. So make sure you check him out because it's such a dreamy effect. Cool,
Thank you.
congrats.
Congrats.
Next up, we have Ahmad Arsil 207. Congrats on the certificate and congrats for completing the program. Really talented Indonesian creator. And I must say that the latest video demos are super challenging, and he tries to make sure that the audience challenges his own score, which is really great to do as a call to action for your effect demos. And as well, his thumbnail slash icon game has improved so much in the last 9 to 10 effects that he published. So definitely we saw so much growth on you during this program. So congrats for completing it. Cool. Who we have next?
Next, we have Moondev. Congratulations for completing the Accelerator program. Moondev is, I have like a special place in my heart for Moondev because I think she was a much shyer developer and she really came out of her shell during this program and really pushed herself to make all kinds makeup, interactive, a blend of the two. And I like to see people who like whose personality really shines through. For us at Effect House and for people for the community team, we're also always looking for people who we can showcase and use in our marketing campaigns and PR campaigns. And I can see Munda being like a really great representative for her region. So I'm really happy to see that you're doing so well in this program.
Definitely, it was a joy to see all your effects and all your video demos. She has explored many new capabilities with templates, which is a great way to try to understand the dynamics or interactivity of an effect. And as well, she's really good at playing with trends. So make sure that you check her TikTok because she did an effect inspired by Mariah Carey defrosting video. It's super fun. So make sure that you check her TikTok.
Congratulations, Mundis.
Next up, Wirandi Saputra. Congrats on the certificate and congrats for on completing the accelerator program.
Congrats.
Another Indonesian creator. He's really, really on top of all the activations that we do, participating on most of the challenges that we work on. Um, and yeah, it was a pleasure to see all the effects that you submitted for this program and the interactivity and how you improved all the effects in such a short matter of time. So congrats on getting the certificate and thank you so much for participating.
Thank you and congratulations. Next up
Okay.
is Not Iron Man. Congrats, our
Yes.
very own Max.
Yes, our Max, definitely a super, super talent effect house creator. You may know him by the balls effect that went extremely viral a few months ago, but as well, so many other virals like the Formula One effect that he released recently during the Accelerator program. Really talented creator. He's always pushing the boundaries of Effect House, and he's extremely active as well on
Mhm.
Discord, helping everyone in the community. And we love, love, love to see that. So thank you so much, Max, for not only being an amazing Effect House creator and AR creator, but as well for helping out everyone in the community.
Congratulations.
Amazing. Next up, we have Michael, also known as Really Good Renders. We saw him before on one of the honorable mentions. Congrats on getting the certificate. Uh, he has been skyrocketing during the accelerator program, right, Carol? Like he has been creating so many effects and so many fun effects, interactive, most of them, like the Lego one that we're seeing now on screen that was creating throughout the program. Really talented, really fun, and something that I really enjoy as well about Michael is that he's never afraid to be in front of the camera. Like he's getting more comfortable with it too.
Yeah.
So yeah, congrats.
Yeah. You're a really great content creator, and we hope to see more from you. Your effects actually appear a lot on my For You page, surprisingly.
Cool. Next up, Joshua, another super active creator in Discord in our community.
Mhm.
I was so happy to see you participating in this program, and he actually created his first makeup effect during the program, right?
Yes, that's true. I really like that you not only made your first makeup effect, but made it interactive and like
Yes.
very fun to use. I think all of us tried it. So we can't wait to see if you're going to try more because I think you have a little knack for it there. But thanks, Joshua. Something I want to point out is that a lot of you maybe are shyer to make effects, or this is just something that you're doing passionately or not trying to pursue a career. But a lot of you are also just really great community members. It's something that's really important too. And I think that's a huge part of our job and also making sure that other creators thrive. And the only way that other effects thrive is that you're helping each other a lot. So I want to point out that Joshua is one of those people.
Yes. Thank you so much, Joshua.
Thank you.
Cool. Next up, we have Dan, also known as Hey Dan Shankar. Uh,
Dan.
Congrats for getting the certificate. We were mentioning at the beginning of this live that there were some people that got some help for their first makeup effect, and this is an example where his 5 year old helped him design the first makeup effect. I must say, it looks really good.
Yeah,
I
I
wish.
think it looks great.
Yeah, yeah. And this is just an example of the effects that Dan creates, but Dan is as well extremely technical and super talented on more interactive effects. So make sure you check him out because he creates really, really cool effects.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dan, and congratulations.
Congrats. Cool. Next up, Josu Chan. Congrats for the
So,
certificate.
congrats.
Uh, Josu Chan submitted as well an effect house story that I really encourage everyone to watch. It's super inspiring and super fun. But yeah, as well, he created his first makeup effect ever during this program, which was an 80s retro inspired makeup effect, which was really cool. But as well, he's known for this sort of interactive effects, right?
Yeah, I love these kind of effects. I think they're really simple. They harken back to a era of mobile game development
Yes.
that I really love just when it first started. And I feel like now it's having a resurgence on TikTok. So, guys, I want to see more of these like mobile game type effects appearing on TikTok.
Yes, yeah. So really cool, and I actually saw an iteration of this effect. This is like in the snow, and I think there's another one on the woods. Like it's so cool that you are doing iterations of this effect. So, thank you so much, and congrats for getting this certificate.
Congrats.
Okay, next up, Brandon Apok.
Yay.
Congrats on getting the
Congratulations.
certificate. One of our ambassadors as well. And I believe this is one of his first makeup effects. And I love that he went the opposite way of glam, the opposite way of what everyone expects of a makeup effect. I love that he used different features like the outline, and it's looking quite futuristic, really cool. So it's nice to see that you are risking and trying to do something different during this program. So congrats on getting this certificate.
By the way, Dan is in the chat and he wanted us to know that actually his daughter made that effect. So we should give the credit to her. Sorry, we'll send the
Okay.
certificate over
We,
to your daughter.
we will change the name of the certificate and send it to your daughter.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting us know. Next up, Kel Savage.
Kel, congrats. I have a little bit of a special place in my heart for Kel, actually. I think that Kel is a rising star in our community. I remember seeing your effects. I mean, it feels like years ago, but it was really only just 2 or 3 months ago. And thinking like, who is this creator and what are these effects and all your content? I was like, I don't know about this. And now, in the span of like a month, I was seeing you in every single live stream. I saw you in every chat. You commented on almost every video, and I was like, oh my gosh, this creator is blowing me away with the level of skills and dedication that they're showing, not only to Effect House, but also the TikTok platform.
Yeah, definitely. And is a creator that is so active on Discord as well, always helping everyone in the community. He's participating in a lot of challenges that we're putting out. And this video effect that we are seeing on screen has been literally used by everyone in this room. It's so cool. It's so entertaining, and definitely it's a rising star in the community. So thank you so much for participating, and congrats on this certificate.
Yeah, I've been seeing Kel make so many response videos, reply to every single comment. I don't know. I feel like you must have carpal tunnel in your thumbs right now from how much you're engaging with the community. We really applaud your dedication to this program, but we also want you maybe to take a nap or something like that.
Congrats on the certificate.
By the
Okay,
way,
next.
APOC
Oh, sorry.
previously said this mentioned that this was his first effect, and his goal was that makeup. He wanted to create makeup that could only really exist in AR, and I think that is such a good point. Remember, a lot of people don't think about this, and I'm so glad you brought it up. But many people don't actually even realize that they're using AR every day. You know, sometimes when we're talking about AR and XR and VR, it seems so far away. It's like it feels like something that's hindered by the fact that you have to have access to really expensive hardware, and that it's only limited to a few people who are really skilled in it. But TikTok makes it possible for you to experience AR for millions, if not billions, of times a day, every day, and people don't even realize it. That's like the magic of the technology that we've created. So I love that you're pushing the boundaries and that we're beyond reality. We're literally augmenting it. So good point, and thank you for pointing that out.
Yes, thank you. Cool. Next up, who do we have? Oh my God, Nicole AM29. Congrats on the
Congrats.
certificate. Another of our ambassadors. She's really skilled on makeup effects. I love all the makeup effects that she creates. But she's taking as well her first steps into interactive, as we can see in this mini game that was inspired in one of our templates. So I love to see that you're pushing the boundaries and you're doing this Christmas cookie spooky effect that is really fun to play. So yeah, congrats. Thank you so much for participating. And thank you as well for sharing all your knowledge during this time in the Accelerator program. So congrats.
Thank you and congratulations.
Next up, very love you.
Congrats.
Congrats. We met her, right, Carol?
Yes, actually, we were at the Korea Effect House Awards, and she won. She swept the categories essentially.
Left to
An
right.
amazing creator that we got to meet while we were here, and she's really talented, a real sweetheart, and she's really hitting on really. She really understands all the makeup trends that are happening on TikTok and really leverages them. Her effects, although she's a Korean creator, and as you can see, she's making effects really for her, that's like caters to her local region. As you know, Korean makeup is having a worldwide moment. So these effects are becoming really popular, not only in Asia, but all over. And we really love to see our regional APAC creators having their moment. So congrats, Barry. Love you.
Congrats. Really deserve it.
Yay.
Okay, next up. Who do we have? Kiela Kila, congrats for your certificate on Accelerator
Congrats.
Program. She's a Malaysian creator. And for Accelerator, she actually explored different cut detection capabilities. And I think she made more than 9 cut effects, which I love. I know Celine would be really proud of her. We love cuts and we love cut effects. So congrats. Thank you so much for using a different capability that perhaps is being underused most of the times.
I love that TikTok's goal is to make cats even cuter than they actually are. I appreciate you all.
I love that too. Cool. Let's move on to the next one. See, Bobbies, congrats on your certificate.
Congrats.
An Indonesian creator. She produced a lot of effects during the span of 6 weeks, more than 50 or 60. It was insane to see. And one of the highlights is this impossible ball game effect, which seems impossible to win. We tried it multiple times. We keep failing, but he's really good at creating this sort of interactive and really challenging effects that are really trendy right now on TikTok. So he knows what he's doing. Congrats for this certificate.
Congrats.
Next up, the OG, Do It Fam. Fam is one of our ambassadors. He's based in Greece, and he's known by his furry friend effects like Maxwell. Now we have the otter. But Carol, something that I really like about Fam as well is that he's always pushing the boundaries and he's always utilizing new
Mhm.
features. Like
Yep.
every time we have a new feature out, he's always testing it.
Yep. DoFam is one of our very own ambassadors, and I've never met someone who loves Effect House and loved making effects so much. He's not only creating on this platform, but many other platforms, and it's really showing that he's bringing a lot of great technical skills into this ecosystem, and he makes it really fun. So it's really awesome. Thanks, Fam. Like usually, I've never met someone who's so happy to have one of our releases, which we do, as you know, many of. But within the hour, it's most likely that DoFam is going to be trying one of our features and releasing a video about it. So thank you for always pushing the boundaries and testing our all the bugs out first for everyone else.
Definitely. And something cool that Fam does as well is when he creates an effect, he creates so much content around that effect.
Hmm.
So if you want to learn more about how to give different lives to your effect or how to repurpose content for your effect, check him out on Do It Fam. Cool.
Congratulations, fam.
Congrats. Next up, Jake Stats.
Congrats.
Yay! Jake Stats has been creating a lot of Lego effects throughout these last 6 weeks, which we love to see because Lego is so much on trend right now, right?
Yes. Has anyone checked out the new Lego game yet?
Oh my God, that looks so
Very,
much
very
fun.
excited about it. We love
Yes.
that We love to see that the adult fans of Legos are now coming onto TikTok. They have a huge community of ambassadors and creators. And really, I think that there's like a massive overlap between our two communities because I've never met such a group that is so dedicated, so proficient, and so good at creating things. And I think I would like to see more Lego fans on TikTok, actually.
Yes, and it was really cool to see as well how he implemented AI to create some of the effects throughout this program, like making your whole world around you like a Lego set, like this one that we see on screen. And something really cool that Jake does is content creation. All the video demos and how he shares content, he's always utilizing like the most trendy sounds. He's never afraid to be on camera and being unique and being his true self. So we really, really, really encourage that. So thank you so much for everything that you're doing for the community, for submitting all these amazing effects, and for getting this certificate.
Thank you. Congrats.
Yay. Who do we have next?
Damon Cho, congratulations! He's been featured a few times already during this stream, but he's a creator that obviously understands local trends really well, or global trends even as well, and is a great representative for the brand. I think always shows off that the true power of Effect House. And honestly, this one effect that's showing on screen is one of my favorite trends right now on TikTok. So I kind of had to give props to it.
Definitely. I think Demon has been thriving during this program. They have been submitting so many cool effects. They actually won one of the categories. So, really an amazing work. So, thank you so much for participating and for really sinking in all those that knowledge that we share with you all and executing it on your effects and videos. So, congrats.
Congrats, Damon!
Next up, Chantel Filters. Yay!
Chantal!
Congrats on the certificate. Chantel is one of our ambassadors based in the UK. And something that I really love about Chantel Carol is how she is always so ahead of trends and as well
Yes.
sparking her own. We can see it as well on screen. This effect that she submitted about the Spotify Wrapped, this was before the actual Spotify Wrap was released. So she was like, I know it's coming soon. Let me release an effect. And I think we have a Swiftie in the room as well.
Actually, if you like Chantel, she'll actually be featured later today for our open house as one of the speakers. And she goes into how she makes effects, how she plans them, what her day to day looks like. So while Chantel is actually all her videos look like something that she just had a thought and then made an effect the day. Actually, she has a really elaborate process on how she approaches effect creation and video content creation. So definitely go check it out.
Yeah, someone to definitely follow. I learned so many things from her too on content creation, so and effect creation. So congrats, and I cannot wait to see open house and everything that she shares there. Cool.
Congrats.
Next up, who do we have? Studio Sam, yay! Congrats on getting the
Yay.
certificate. Another UK creator. Something really is the one that created the iPod advert effect that we just highlighted a few minutes
Mhm.
ago. And I love that he has been using multiple features throughout the program, like this
Yep.
pinch effect, right?
Yes. Actually, this effect has made the rounds in our offices. Many people internally at TikTok have been trying this out just because we're so glad to see, again, like new ways of doing effects and new interactions. So, it might seem really simple, but it's one of those things that's perfect for our creators on TikTok to play and like connect with your audience. So, and like I said, Studio Sam is someone new-ish or coming back to the ecosystem, and we think you have a
Yes.
lot of like opportunity in this space. So we really hope you continue making effects here.
Yes, personally, I think it's a rising star in the community.
Mhm.
He's bringing something new, something fresh, and he has been so active during the program and submitting so many effects, so many cool effects. So make sure you check him out. And Studio Sam, please. I cannot wait to see what's next. So
Thank you.
thank you so much.
Congrats.
Congrats. Okay, next up we have J. Bizarre Julian. Congrats.
Yay.
One of our ambassadors based in the UK. He's all technical. He knows everything about effect. He's a really seasoned effect house creator, effect creator, and AR creator. But something really cool that he does is he as well taps into local trends, and a lot of his effects are really popular in the UK region. Like this one that that we can see on screen that is based on a TV show, I Am a Celeb, in the UK.
Yeah, we wanted to really showcase that, Julian is obviously a true veteran of the industry. He's been around for a really long time, so he comes with a lot of skills and knowledge. But he's also a great showcase brand creator, someone that we see working a lot with brands, and this is the type of like technical effects that they like. We just want to be able to show you that there's many ways to be successful on the platform, and Julian's a really great highlight of how to do that.
Definitely. Congrats on the certificate. Cool.
Congrats!
Next up, Close AR. Congrats on the
Yay!
certificate. Uh, Winner of Best award, and an amazing, super talented Brazilian creator. He's a master in gaming developing, in gaming effects,
Mhm.
and we can see it on all the viral effects that he has created in the last few months. But as well, he taps a lot into the meme culture and more like pop culture trends, like the effect that we can see on screen that it was inspired by the Spotify rap. So he's really cool at mastering gaming effects, but as well, he taps into other verticals. So congrats, and thank you so much for participating.
Thank you, Cloves, and congratulations.
Who do we have next?
Eddie 3D, congrats, Eddie, our true ambassador, one of the OGs of this program, actually. So we love to see it. But Eddie is someone who is a great representation for the brand, makes beautiful, stunning effects, has like a true gamut of skills that he always showcases in every video, but a really just a great representative as well. And we love to see his videos.
Yes, definitely. It's a master on Effect House. And thank you so much for participating because you definitely have a lot of all the skill sets to become a top creator as you are now. But it's great to see as well how you were sharing all your tips throughout the program and helping everyone in the Discord chat. So thank you so much for not only participating, but helping the community out.
Yes, thank you for inspiring a whole new generation with us.
Yes. Next up, Haley got
Haley Kappas,
paused.
yay! One of our community favorites, I think.
Oh my God. Like she's such a sweetheart. She's in all the office hours. She's in all the live streams that we do. She's so active on Discord, helping many people and sharing everything that she creates. We just love to see it. We just love to see how active you are with all the community and how you help everyone.
Yeah, I've seen Haley evolve so much as well over the last couple of
Mm,
months. So it's really nice to see. I think that's the great thing about Effect House is it's so or easy to start creating effects, and it's so easy to become better at effects. So
yeah.
usually when you see the progression of artists and developers and creators takes like years, but to see some of you become viral and really successful and working with brands in the span of weeks, sometimes months, it's like really kind of insane.
Yes, and something really cool that she does is uh, going always the extra mile and doing
Mhm.
something that you will never expect, like this effect that we see on screen. So literally, I'm always every 3 days I'm checking her TikTok to see what's next from Haley Cat Boss because I
Yeah.
know they're gonna blow us away with the next effect. So congrats and thank you so much for participating.
Thank you, Haley.
Who do we have next? Stephen Wolf, yay! Congrats on the certificate.
Congrats.
As we mentioned when we were highlighting one of his effects, Stephen is like we would love to know more about Stephen. I think we should have a chat, a live chat with Stephen. He's so technical, creates such beautiful effects. The sound in the effects, I know it sounds like a little thing, but like it can make such a huge difference adding like cool sounds in the effects and cool animations. Um, it's such an amazing creator, interactive effects. Chef kiss.
Congratulations, Steven.
Yes. Next up, we have Chelsea, also known as X Noodle XX. Congrats on the certificate.
Congrats.
Chelsea's a really talented makeup effect creator. That's basically his full thing. Really extremely technical as well, really beautiful makeup effects. And as well, she tends to tap into seasonal effects, like this one inspired by Christmas. So yeah, really cool to see. Thank you so much for participating and congrats on getting the certificate.
Congrats. I'll be trying to recreate your makeup effect probably sometime soon.
Amazing. And last but definitely not least,
Yay!
Amy's awesome. Yay, congrats on the
Yay!
certificate.
Amy.
Amy is as well one of our ambassadors based in South Africa and extremely talented with makeup effects, but as well interactive effects. You may know her by the photo booth effect that she did different versions of. Um, really talented, really skilled. And what I love about Amy too as well is, as many other creators, she's always helping the community and she's always open to collaborate, which I love seeing collaborations between FX House creators. So congrats, Amy. So happy to see you here and so happy that you participated on the Accelerator program.
Yeah. One thing I'd love to point out about Amy, and this is for all of you, is that in case you all didn't notice from the chat and all the sessions, is that everyone from the Effect House creator community is really humble and really down for collaboration and helping each other out. So, even some of the biggest creators that you've been paired up with and during this program is always going to be there to help you. This is the people that you're going to grow with. And remember that when you're together, you're helping to innovate and build out a supply and demand for effects. So always help each other out and never think that your personas are not fit for TikTok. This is the one place where it will. We really, really encourage and always push for diversity and inclusion and sustainability in this ecosystem. So we hope that by showcasing all these creators, you really see that there's many ways that you can show up in this space and be really, really successful.
Yes, really well said. Cool. Okay, I think these are all the certificates that we had to give today. Congrats to
Congrats!
everyone that participated, everyone that got the certificates. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating. But this is not over. We have a really busy and exciting day for you in store.
So
As
busy.
in, so busy, but so exciting. In a few hours, we're gonna have our very first TikTok Effects conference, open house. And the cool thing is that you might see yourselves there, some of you. So make sure you tune in because we're doing some highlights of Accelerator.
Yes.
And maybe you will see your face in this huge global stage that will be seen by thousands and thousands of people.
Yes. We're hoping so many of you were really incredible. The effects that were published during the Accelerator program were far beyond our expectations. We thought this was going to be a fun little technical program that all of you would learn. And the best we were going to hope is that you'll give us a thumbs up for doing this. But actually, a lot of you went viral and many, many viral effects submitted thousands of them. Which I didn't expect actually from 150 people. So we're really happy that this happened. So we really think that you should take center stage, and what better way than our first actual stage for open house. So during this conference where we're going to be showing off all of our future plans for the product, you're going to meet all the people behind the scenes who makes Effect House possible and have interviews with all the top creators and ambassadors that we think are really inspiring. But we're going to put you in there as well. So look forward to seeing your effects there so that you get to show off to the rest of the world.
Yes, it's going to be a really, really exciting event. So don't miss out. Take a note, take a pencil, because you will definitely will be taking some notes during the event. We're sharing so many insights, and our top ambassadors and top creators are sharing a lot of secrets. So make sure that you tune into for those sessions. And yeah, thank you so much for everyone that participated. Huge shout out to everyone involved in this project as well. Carol, Vanessa, and Sally in the chat, Chinyu, everyone that made this program possible. And some of you watching might be thinking, Carol and Fran, what about me? Why I cannot join this program? Well, we got you covered. This is not the end of Accelerator program. we have new things in store for you next year. So keep an
Mhm.
eye on our socials. Make sure that you follow us on TikTok, on Instagram. Make sure that you join our Discord because we share all the announcements there.
Yep.
And yeah, keep an eye on perhaps Accelerator Program 2024.
Yeah.
We'll see.
2.0.
Yes. And to everyone that participated in this edition, we will sending over the certificates in the next couple of weeks. And those eligible as well will be joining us next year, January 2024, for the one-on-one community manager session. So we can go through what happened in 2023 and how can we skyrocket your AR journey in the next year. And as well, for all the winners, we will reach out to you to make sure that you get your prizes. And a reminder that everyone doing the Accelerator program that got more than 5,000 video publishes by their effect, they will get as well a little reward for those effects. So we will follow up with everyone. Do not worry. But yeah, thank you so much for participating. Thank you for everyone watching. It was an amazing journey with all of you. We had so much fun.
Thank you, everyone. And thank you for everyone who made this possible and showed up to the chat today to celebrate each other. We look forward to seeing you next year. All right.
Yes. Well, see you actually in a few hours. See you in open
Actually, in a few
house.
hours.
Yes.
Make sure you show up at open house and show up as much as you did for this chat.
Cool. Thank you so much, Carol, for hosting this, and thank you so much, everyone, for watching.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I'll see you.